Hey guys, I love tulips. They're my favorite flower. Today we're making edible tulips, and I'm going to be using some asparagus and some sweet mini peppers that are delicious. We're going to stuff them with a little bit of whipped cottage cheese and some fresh herbs and spices, and it turns out great. It's pretty, it's delicious, and it's healthy. So I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm going to show you how to do it right after this. So the first thing we want to do is whip up our cottage cheese. Now you want to buy a cottage cheese that is on the thicker side, right? Some of them are thinner and they get a little runny, and that's not going to work for our recipe. So if you happen to get one of those by accident, we can fix that. All we have to do is put the cottage cheese into a strainer and let that liquid drain out. So we're going to place our cottage cheese into a nice big mixing bowl, and we're going to add some finely chopped parsley, basil, some green onion, a little bit of garlic powder, and a touch of salt. We're going to mix this on high speed for probably about 2 or 3 minutes. We really want to whip up that cottage cheese. And then after that, we're going to just place it in the refrigerator and chill it up so that it gets nice and firm while we prepare the rest of our flours. We're going to start off by preparing our asparagus. So what you want to do here is snap off or cut off the fibrous end of your asparagus spear, right? The last couple inches or so. And once we do that to all of them, we're going to place them into a pot of already boiling water. And what we're going to do here is blanch them for 30 seconds to, at the most, 1 minute. So make sure you use a timer so you can keep track of that, because it really goes quick. And you don't want to overcook these. We want them to be fork tender, just a little bit, but not droopy. So once the asparagus are just slightly tender, take them out and we're going to plunge them into an ice bath. So what you can do is just grab a big bowl of ice water and just plunge them into that. And what that's going to do is it's going to stop the cooking process right away so that the asparagus doesn't get soggy. And it's going to help to retain its nice bright green color. Once the asparagus are cold, just pour them out or lay them out onto a paper towel covered plate to dry. So we're going to take a knife now and we're going to trim the end of the asparagus spear that we had snapped off. And we're going to trim that end up so that it's small enough and like a spear shape so that it will fit into the end of the pepper. Now that we have all of our asparagus trimmed up, let's take a look at our peppers. I want to show you those. They're beautiful. They come in 3 different colors. I've got yellow, orange, and red. And what I like about these is they're basically hollow inside, which means there's plenty of room there to be putting our filling in, right? It works great. So here's how we're going to cut our pepper. You want to place it on the cutting board, and we're going to cut an X at the top of the pepper going down towards the stem, okay? We want to cut it about 3/4 of the way so that the pepper will actually open up a little bit and it'll make it easier for us to get our filling in it. Now you'll notice there are some seeds in there. You can take them out or you can leave them in. That's up to you. Now you got a couple of choices here on how you want to finish off your tulip. Now you can cut off the very tip of your pepper, and it looks more like a tulip, I think, because tulips are flat on top. Whereas if we leave it intact, which you can do, it is a little more pointy. So that's up to you, or you could do a combination of both, whichever you prefer. Now on the bottom of the pepper, you're going to want to cut off the stem and make a little hole in the bottom with your knife, or even a plastic straw would work if you had a small one that's about the right size. So you just want to make the hole big enough so that the asparagus spear will fit in there and stay connected. Once we get all of our peppers connected with our asparagus spears, then we're pretty much ready to start filling them. I have found the easiest way to add the filling is to use a piping bag and a Wilton tip number 12. So go ahead and fill your bag, maybe half full, depending on what you need, and go ahead and start piping that filling in. And I'll fill in enough so that you can actually see it on the outside. You can see where it kind of spreads out we'll call it the petals of the pepper, and you can actually see the filling inside. Once you have all your flowers filled, you can just put them on a platter for serving. And just if you're not going to serve them right away, go ahead and cover them and keep them in the refrigerator until you are ready to serve. All right, guys, here's our little beauties. I've tossed on a few little cherry tomatoes just to garnish up the plate. You could add any vegetables you like. And just imagine how this would look so delicious and beautiful for your Easter Sunday. So guys, check it out, try it out. I'm going to try one and let you know how it tastes. All right, you guys, it's going to be messy. Really nice combination. The peppers are really sweet, which is really nice. The cottage cheese mixture has a nice herb flavor to it. I can taste a little hint of garlic. It's really nice. It's light and fluffy like, and it's delicious. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, let me know how you liked it, and share it. If you know somebody who might enjoy making this for Easter, share it with them. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you'd like to see more videos like this one, go ahead and click the subscribe button at the end of this video. Thanks again, everybody. Have a happy Easter, and we'll see you next time.